Okay, Sagittarius. Hello, Sag. Good morning. Good afternoon. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome back. Welcome back, Sagittarius. Well, you guys already know the type of reading that I'm going to be doing. We're going to start off with grouping everyone together, and then everyone is going to have a theme about time we leave this live today. So we're going to go ahead and get the message for all sun degree Sagittarius signs, and then we're going to break it down to the degrees. So let's go ahead. Let's see what comes out here for Sagittarius. We're going to do this based off of what has occurred with the eclipse. Okay. And this so far looks so good for everybody. Oh, you guys had Pluto at the bottom. Wow. Well, we're going to get to that in a minute. Okay. Wow. Waning moon. It is a message here to surrender and go within, to let go and move on. Now, I love the fact that it says, well, not just let go and move on. What do you do? Rest, recuperate, go to the spa, get your feet rubbed, get your back rubbed, get your nails did, get your hair did, get that beard oil. Okay. This is what's happening. And you already know that it's to be true, right? Because Pluto is at the bottom of the deck and you cannot avoid Pluto. Pluto says, I'm going to bring in a renewal. I may have to destroy something, though. I may have to take something away, right? It talks about rebirthing you, closing cycles. Yeah. Here with this new moon, it says a new start, fresh phases, a reason to be optimistic, a reason to look ahead. Okay. This is how this works, right? A reason to like have, to me, this is more so having something, looking forward to something. Looking forward to something. Oh my God. One of my favorite people in the world said, how do you find out what your degree is? Now, I know I haven't been saying this. Most of you guys have been knowing, but she is my moderator. Well, how you find out is that when you get your chart read, usually, you know, the only thing the person will tell you is, oh, you have your sun degree at, let's say it's at, how many people are in the room? 18 degrees. That's it. That's it. I'll tell you, Jakira. I gotta go. I don't think I have your stuff in the email, but I'll check for you so you'll know. Okay. But that's how you know. And some people are thinking, I had to tell Virgo this, some people are thinking, well, I don't know my birth time. You do not know, you don't have to know your birth time to know the sun degree. That ain't how that works. Your timing is for your rising. Your timing isn't for your degree. Timing isn't for the degree. That's where your sun is sitting. Your sun was sitting there the whole day when you were born. Okay, so just in case people get confused about that, because some people were feeling very discouraged. They're like, oh my God, I like that you do this, but I don't know my degree because I don't know my time. That has absolutely nothing to do with your degree. And plus, you don't have to have your time. You don't have to know your time. Plenty of people I've read for, they don't know their time. Okay, so I will tell you, Jakira, but thank you so much for asking that because other people probably needed to know too. So as a group of y'all, everyone, before we actually get to the sun degrees, right? You're going to be experiencing new phases, period. Everything new. And it just looks like the universe, you just looking at this, it just kind of feels like the universe is like, this has a hammer. This is a hammer to me, not to harm you. Can't be, not with this new moon. It's not to harm you. It's just to get you out of whatever this is. And you know, sometimes Pluto is like power struggles. That's in power struggles in relationships, power struggles with your job, that type of stuff. Sometimes it's your freaking, you know, co-workers. You're like, man, I just be wanting to, ooh, you know what I mean? That's what power struggles are. And some of you guys may experience that or have been experiencing that. And so Pluto is like, okay, we need to do something about this. This is something, we need to change this up. Okay, so that's what this is basically saying. Pluto's a crazy card to come out, by the way. Okay, for that particular card to come out, that's major transformation. Now, I love this says, universe will be putting something in your path. This is for every sun degree. Everything that I read here today is also for all sun degree. You all just have different themes. Virgo just popped off. When I tell you that stuff was crazy with them, I can't wait to see what's coming out here for y'all. Theirs was crazy. Okay? Here, what is it saying? The universe is going to put something in your path. That came out for every last one of y'all. So don't be like, oh, it's only for them. Nope, something good is going to happen. Specifically for you. Specifically for you. Okay? Let's see what comes out. We're only going to get one card. Now, you have the Queen of Swords here, and you have the Hierophant. Now, some of you guys are dealing with... Oh, my God, I hear the birds chirping, y'all. Oh, my God, that's just such a beautiful sound. Such a beautiful sound. But anyway, some of you guys are dealing with a Taurus. This could have something to do with a Taurus. This is also mother energy. So some of y'all ain't talking to y'all mama child. Or you're the mother and you're not talking to your child. Okay. They can live in the same house with you. Y'all are at odds with each other or something like that. It could be. The Queen of Swords in general is just demanding respect. You see how that it changes every day? The Queen of Swords is demanding respect, period. In today's reading, that's what it means. You say, I refuse to give my all to this. I refuse to give my all to you. I refuse to commit myself to this relationship, to this job, and you won't give me basic respect? Because you will definitely be the hammer. You will be the hammer. Sometimes the universe will use you as the hammer. But either way, here with the Pluto energy, there will be change. Without a doubt. This is for every last one of the degrees. Now, this is what we got going into the reading. Imagine what we're going to get when we break it down. Because I can already tell you there is something bubbling. There is something bubbling. So I'm going to go ahead and take that because we need all those cards we can get. We're going to push this to the side. Okay. Now, we got at least 3 different decks that we're going to be using for each sign. It's going to be a message deck. And, well, it's 2 message decks, pretty much. It's going to give us what's happening with you. And some of this stuff is kind of brutal, y'all. I didn't even think that these cards were in here. I haven't used this deck in so long. I was kind of shocked. But, yeah, it's kind of, they don't cut no corners. They're not trying to spare your feelings. With that deck, they just are not. So we're going to start with this one. And what we're going to do, I want to do the same thing that I did with Virgo, because that way we kind of stick on to what I was doing. That way I won't forget. We're going to start backwards and go from the tail to the head. So we're going to go from Sagittarius sun signs between 21 degree to 29 degree. Okay. Sagittarius sun signs from 21 through 29 degree. Okay. This is going to be for you. Let's see what comes out here. Now this fell out. I'll show you, but I want y'all to know that I pulled. There we go. That one just popped. I already knew they were going to get y'all. If they got Virgo the way that they got them this morning, I already knew. First card that's coming out here for you says, you can't listen. You can let it control you. Or you can make your anger your ally. Make it work for you rather than against you. Didn't I tell you that you could be the hammer? You can let it control you. Or you can make anger your ally and make it work for you rather than against you. Didn't I tell you about the power struggles? Now see, here with the Sag Sun between 21 to 29, remember when I said that you will respect me. See, enough is enough with you. So you have had it. And I'm getting the same kind of energy because those who have been at the end of literally the degrees with Gemini and Virgo, Sagittarius, that type of stuff, you literally have been at the end of your rope. And it says a specific word on here, anger. I didn't say that you were angry. It says, but you can use that to your advantage. Because if we're saying, where are you going to dispense that energy to? Where is it going to go? So instead of thinking about why you're mad, thinking about why you're angry, thinking about what someone has done for you, you go and say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and become an alchemist. I want to turn that around. I'm going to use that and empower myself to do something. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use that to empower myself to do something. And here it talks about healing anger and rage. Because see, that's the only way that you can heal that. Is he sitting in it? You know how sometimes you just be sitting in it, you're just mad all the time. Have you ever seen somebody, especially when you were a kid, you could just tell that the adult as a child, right? As an adult, the adult always seemed mad. They're like, we don't want you to be like that. You have a lot of things to be angry about, but we don't want you to be like that. Make it work for you here. Now, why is that important? This is not going to go here because I just don't have that much space. Now, I'm just going to put it here because you guys need to see this. Here it says, take care of your health, whether it's mental, spiritually, or emotional. That's crazy because Virgo got mental health. It didn't cut no chase with them. It didn't cut no corners. It said, baby, mental health, honey, you need counseling. Now with y'all, it could be all three, but I feel like all of them are just as important. Definitely your physical health. If you're angry, what happens to your body? Spiritually, if you're always mad, you have no peace, right? And if we're talking about mental, I mean, it's the same, but what are you liable to do if you're angry? I told you, these cards are brutal. Okay? So this is what it's basically saying. It says, all of them are just as important as your physical health. I just want to say it because that's one of the cards that fell out. All right? Here it says you need to learn to love your imperfections and treat yourself with the same kindness as you would treat that man. Okay? I need you to treat yourself the way that you would treat that man. And if they're the divine masculines that are watching this, the same goes for you. But y'all tend to be the person that causes problems. Not all of y'all. Don't come for me, not all of y'all. But, I've talked to some of y'all on the phone. I'm like, yeah, you're pretty much the troublemaker here. Okay? You're pretty much the problem. Care for yourself. I love the fact that it says increase your assertiveness to take care of yourself the way you will take care of that man. Because what are we talking about? If we're basically saying that you're having issues with your mental health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, emotionally, now that done turn into something physical. Now, I do believe that some of you guys are into, I forgot what the Orishas and stuff. I think this is called Babalao. Here, it talks about being able to overcome these things, though. Okay, but I know a lot of y'all are not necessarily into that. I think it's like a religion. So, but one thing I can tell you, they cutting y'all up this morning. Okay. All right, let's go ahead. We're not done. We are not done. We're still on 21 to 29. Oh, shoot. Wrong card deck. Okay, let's see what's coming out here for y'all. Resentment and envy. Resentment and envy drains your energy and make you feel like a victim. Turn jealousy into inspiration, value, and embrace your unique path. And I know, I can guarantee you, half of y'all like, jealous of what? Jealous of who? Does that mean that every Sagittarius that's 21 to 29 degree is jealous? Nope. But you can feel resentment. And it doesn't even have to be towards a particular person. Virgos, their last person, I forgot what degree that was. I think it was 11 degree. Their last person, their group assigned had to deal with resentment. I'm looking at this and I see that for you, you're thinking to yourself, why do they have and I don't have? I'm not necessarily jealous of them, but I would like to have something, right? I would like to share something in this life. I would like to participate in something here. I don't read specifically off the card per se, because I know some of y'all ain't necessarily jealous. I just believe that you are suffering from the fact of watching everyone win. You're tired of watching everybody else win. That's what you're tired of. Okay? You have another card here that talks about, now again, that this is not me. It's just the cards that's falling. Waiting to be saved. Others may help you. Others may give you a hand, but it is still up to you to get this shit going. Believe in who you are and that you are way more powerful than you think. Some of you are just this. You see how that man had that light bulb? Both of them had a light bulb there. I just feel like maybe y'all are not, you're so wrapped up in the fact that things are not going right. You don't have that clear flow of mental power. And I see that because Saturn was pretty heavy on you. Neptune was definitely heavy on y'all as well. That now the energies are going to start dissipating. And all those dreams that you have had, all those fears that you have had, you're going to start seeing those things come to light. Okay? That is what's going to happen. And we don't want to say something is a small dream, because what is considered to be small? What's considered to be small? Okay? 21 to 29. This is, you guys got opportunities out of this world. Opportunities out of this world. That's what I see. Okay. So I definitely see that there's about to be a new world opening for you. And this is exactly what we go back to the new moon, where it says what? A fresh start, fresh phase, and what? Something to look forward to. World card. So for you, you already know that you're going to be getting out of this cycle of resentment, envy, feeling like you're not getting anything. Okay, we get it, right? You're going to be getting out of that. You also have the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, even more so. Some of you guys may actually leave home. Some of you guys may actually leave where you're living. 21 to 29 degree sun signs. Wow. Wow. Zero to 10. Sagittarius sun. 0 to 10. Sagittarius sun. 0 to 10. Liz, how many is that? I want to tell you these two because I feel like this is really good, because not all of y'all gonna have some crazy stuff. I'll show you, because you guys had that at the bottom of the deck. Not all of y'all gonna have crazy stuff, but whew, a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter. I can see why they were heavy, because they just got out of it. A little bit lighter now. You guys are at the beginning of the sign, so it's way lighter. You can actually feel the energy shift a little bit. Here it says you will have an abundant life. This is for every Sagittarius, by the way. But you see, they didn't have too much to say with y'all so far because y'all been out of it for years, right? You've been still feeling that energy just because it was still opposing, I mean, squaring you. But you didn't feel it the way that they were just feeling it. Okay. So here it says, you will have an abundant life, even better than you imagine. Align yourself to prosperity because it's coming up in here. Now it makes sense the reason why these two came out. I'm just going to read it really, really quickly because I can't stay on it too long. But here it says, you are a powerful manifester. That's why. That's why. You're a powerful manifester. So with you, it's like, oh, okay. So here you're going to have luxury, beauty, wealth. Here it says, though some of you may need this reminder, you don't have to be great to start. But you do have to start. Okay, to get where you want to go, to achieve greatness, you do have to start. So if there's something that you're thinking about, if there's something that you're wanting to do, you may want to get going on it. You may want to get going on it because it already told you what you're going to get. But maybe the problem with you is actually doing it. See, you're the true procrastinators. Also, it's you 0 to 10. I always talk about y'all. So it's you, according to this reading today. You're the procrastinator. Your prosperity is right there. The abundant life is there. But some of you guys have all these different ideas and what you want to do and all that other stuff. And you're just kind of like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it when I get to it. You got power, you got luxury, you got this attraction, you got this fortune energy. Now let's see. Let's see where it's about to go, y'all. Okay. All right. All right. Yep. Okay. Well, okay. Well, you're always gonna get a little mixed bag with this one. Okay. All right. So let me just start with this. Self-exaltation. This is a big ego. And there's a lion on there, so some of you guys got Leo heavily in your chart. Elevating self-importance is manifesting in prideful attitudes towards others. Y'all don't have no issues with confidence, according to this reading, or you won't. Or when you do start getting what you want, you're gonna switch up. Remember, it's gonna tell you little things about each one of you, even if you don't know it yourself. Some of y'all are gonna switch up on people. If you don't, or it's like I said, some of y'all got this God complex. I'm better than you. I mean, I'm not trying to feel that way. That's just how I feel. Leo energy, hands down. So some of y'all definitely got that up in there. Some of y'all definitely got that energy. Like, yes, I can't help that. I feel like I'm better than people. And that's true. If that's in your chart, that's how you really, really do feel. However, the only thing is you just got to be careful about how you treat people. That's all. You just got to be careful about how you treat people. Because Leo really is the sun. It is the prideful aspect. And sometimes it comes out in relationships. Let's talk about that. Because, if you are a manager at your job, you may be a little tyrant, maybe not, but some could. Maybe not, but some could be, right? And if you're not a tyrant, you could be the type of manager that may do sneak disses. I've had that. I had managers that I thought was really, really cool, but then sometimes they can kind of burn me out a little bit by their way that they would just say things. And it wasn't just towards me. It was that's just how they were, right? So it doesn't have to be as obvious, but you know that it's there. Okay. So for some of you here, it says recognize your ability to get things done as a strength, but also your pride could be a weakness. That can hurt a lot of y'all relationships. A lot, because someone said something to you And you just like, I know you didn't say that to me. Is that possible? Sometimes people they don't be meaning it. Maybe they didn't even mean it that way. But pride sometimes can jump up like a lion, literally, and just kind of tear some shit up. And the person is like, damn, I didn't even mean it that way. So just be careful. Now, there's another aspect about you here, 0 to 10, is unrealistic expectations. And this is saying some of your expectations might not be grounded in reality. What are you expecting from people? What are you expecting from yourself at this point? What are you expecting in general? I always use this as an example. There are very few people who become millionaires overnight. Very few. We look at the percentage. It's not saying that it can't happen for you, but are you being realistic if it does not? Are you setting certain things in place if it does not happen to you? Are you expecting that woman to be something that she's not? Because most men will think that, well, women have a certain role and they're supposed to do this and they're supposed to do that and she's supposed to be this way. And then when she doesn't, she's not acting the way that you expect, then you feel some kind of way. Because at the end of the day, we are all different. And it's saying you need to adjust your expectations because she may not be Susie Homemaker. And that same situation actually applies for women. You want someone to be with you. You want someone to like give you the house and a home, and that person is just not made that way. So whatever that means as far as adjusting your expectations, you probably should do that. Now, I love the fact that you guys have healthy egos, right? Maybe a little bit too much, but that can be adjusted. But I also feel that the expectation part could be adjusted as well. And again, it's about what you say to others, what you're saying to yourself, how do you expect others to be, that type of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get your card here, 0 to 10, Sagittarius Sun. Ooh. Some of you guys have an obsession with money. And over, like this overly, your process, your way that you think about finances take up a lot of your mental space. The devil card is just, there's some things that are binding you, some things that you guys are losing control over, that type of stuff. I can just, some of you guys are dealing with people, unfortunately, who looks like they are, I don't want to say criminals, but I don't want to say criminals. Some of you guys have been dealing with people who have had some run-ins with the law, okay? They've had some run-ins with the law. This is why they're saying adjust your expectations, all right? That's the part I can tell you. The devil is a lot in this reading. I'm not going to go over it. I'm not going to go over it. I just think that there's just certain things that you guys are going to have to learn how to let go of and release. We saw that earlier in the reading about going within. And so here with the devil card, there are things that could be destroying you from within and you just don't know it. Okay? We're going to come back to that a little bit. There's something else I want to say, but I got to move forward. We're going to come back to you because I hate that came out for you. I don't like that. That part I don't like. Now, we're going to go ahead and finish this off with 11 through 20. Sun signs. Sun, Sag, 11 through 20. We're going to see what's coming out here for you. I mean, you kind of had this too. So when I see it, I got to say it because obviously that's something that we need to take care of. You had the same exact bottom card as the 21 to 29. Because for you, you had take care of your health, mental, spiritual, and emotional. You had that same energy. But here, your main card was you have all the tools and knowledge to prosper in life, You were born to be a leader, to help others to find their light. But then when I look over at this card, it just seems like there was things that you had to overcome. Definitely out of your grasp, though. Definitely out of your grasp, because with that one, it says you had all the tools. You've always been prepared. You've always had the tools to get things done. But it was like a monster grabbing on your damn legs. You try to come up out of the tunnel, baby, the monster's got your ankles, and you like, no, I'm trying to, for some odd reason, I always think about that. When you try to come up out of something, you think about the horror films. And I mean, you had everything, you have everything, but it was just the fact that you couldn't get to, it was just things that were there. And again, like I said, with y'all, you're the middle, right? So you haven't been experiencing it as much, but you did last year. Like I would say the beginning part of last year, you were dealing with it. The beginning part of, no. Because this is 2026, so 2025. So you were dealing with it in the mid of 2024. And I know it sounds like that was far away. No, it's not. I remember when Saturn started to move. I mean, I swear to God, I remember that. And it went by super fast. Super fast. Okay. So I don't know. I just feel like some of you guys are, because of that damage that was done, and you guys had the tools, it kind of jacked up your confidence a little bit. Because you guys had all three that came out as well, but it was a little bit different for you. You have always been prepared. But I just think that you guys were just like, man, let me see what comes out here. Let me see. Look at it. It says you have the alchemist energy. You have the wisdom. You had all of that. And the reason why I want to keep emphasizing that is because, sometimes when people don't get far in life, if they know they should have been a person that was up for promotion, that you're the best at what you do. That you're the one who probably gave some of your coworkers that idea. And for some odd reason, they were the one who got recognized. Like, some of y'all have been living that life, like, for real. You've been like, well, damn, like, I was supposed to get that. Like, why wasn't that me? That's what I mean. I'm talking about full, just cold-blooded, like good at what you do. But for some odd reason, because of the way that the planets have been sitting, it's like circumstantial, has absolutely nothing to do with you. You could not get ahead. You couldn't get ahead for nothing. Okay? Now, let me see if there's anything that I need to tell you from this deck. This is going to be for Sagittarius. Let me see. Oh, whoa. See, I did not expect that. Oh my God. Oh, they got y'all pegged. You want to know what's crazy? At one point, y'all really were blocked. You really were. Look at the two cards that came out, and that literally is saying it didn't happen the whole time. You see how it says imaginary blocks? You were blocked. Saturn did kind of jack y'all up, right? But it effed up your self-esteem, your self-image, your ability to think that you were good, the ability to think that you can get somewhere. I think this just came out for somebody else. So it wasn't even like it was there anymore. It was just like you already got defeated. You already self-defeated. The fears of being blocked and having many obstacles to face or imaginary. I'm telling you, because we know you were squared. That square jacked you up, because then after that, you just felt like you have all this talent. I'm telling you, you had all of this talent. And for some odd reason, I feel like the steam ran out. The steam ran out, because this was the card that came out. Negative self-image, focusing on false and distorted failures and imperfection. Even the card is telling you that you didn't fail. It tells you that you didn't fail. It's telling you that you were never a failure. But because of those squares, you start to believe it. You couldn't get a grip of the situation. You had no control over the situation, and you started to believe everything that happened. Maybe it's because no one told you what was happening. This is the reason why I said I love the fact that I started at least studying astrology. I'm not a master in it. Okay, I'm not going to say that just for getting the money. Baby, I ain't that way. Okay, ain't nobody gonna be playing with my life. Don't be coming up here talking about you gonna be helping somebody with this and this and this, and you can't help me. So y'all already know if I can help you, I will. But if I can't, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you where to go. Okay, that's what has happened. There's just no other way to put it. And to some degree, I know that is true. Not for me. You guys already know. I know a lot of Sages. And to some degree, that's true. Let me shut up. Baby, watching. Okay. Now, you guys are being told to focus on your physical health. Now, you had it twice. You had it twice. Now we're going to have to actually focus on that, because here it literally says take care of your health, whether it's mental, spiritual, emotional, because that's just as important as your physical health. And here it says living an unhealthy lifestyle is decreasing your focus and your energy. You don't have adequate nutrition. You don't have adequate exercises. Your concentration is shot to hell. I'm talking to you, 11 to 20. That's what I'm talking to. I'm talking to y'all. And I'm not saying that other Sagittarius can't benefit for this. I'm saying for you in particular today, this is what you guys are needing to focus on. These are your themes. Your energy levels will significantly increase if you do this one thing, which is just exercising. Do you know what that means? You know what it does? It strengthens the fire. You guys already know. I just don't study by myself. I talk to Vedic astrologers, Indian astrologers. I talk to people on the other across the world. Oh yeah, I do all of that for you. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, baby. Don't get these views and shit twisted. Okay? One thing I'm going to tell you, that is what you have to do and increase your fire. And that's how you're going to increase your energy. But some of you guys are you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Your birth chart is your map. And some of you guys don't give a damn about knowing nothing about yourself unless it has something to do with a man. Come on now. You got all the relationship coaches telling y'all the same thing. You got the other oracles who are so bomb.com. I don't necessarily know them personally. Okay. I know them outside of here. I don't know too many that's on YouTube because I don't know them. But baby, they will tell you the truth. And even they be telling me y'all don't be listening. Y'all want to do everything else that's going to not serve you in that way. But today it's telling you need to be focused on your physical health. You need to get your confidence back. Or more so, you need to know, you need to grab some of, who was this? 0 to 10. You need to grab some of their confidence. Because baby, their ego is busting through the roof right about now. They are not short of confidence. Maybe short of realism, but they're definitely not short of confidence. Not today. That is not their problem. Let's go ahead. Let's get your card, because Taurus is going to get me. Hello. We talk about new love, that new love you have for yourself before anybody comes up in here and love you. You're going to be busy, though. I love it. I love the fact you're going to be busy. Let's go back. 21 to 29, let go of that resentment. You are definitely going to do things that you have to, get done. Basically, here, it just talks about your ability to be your own savior. You're going to succeed. You guys had the world card. Okay. I'm not going to lie. 0 to 10 had me laughing today. Y'all some crazy. Y'all crazy. The devil card I did not like. You still got some things you were holding on to, maybe energetically, mentally. You're going to have to kind of let that go. And part of that does have something to do with your unrealistic expectations. Okay. This could be on the borderline of narcissism. Okay. Y'all got the big egos, but then you don't really see things clearly. Okay, some of y'all, not all of y'all, okay? The devil is just talking about that there's just things that needs to be destroyed. Okay, certain things that just have to go. Have to go. Person, people, person, habits, patterns, whatever. It has to go. Okay? And 11 or 20, you got to work on your self-love. You got to work on things that are not real, that appears to be real, that aren't real, are imaginary blocks. I understand you guys got hurt, but now you can move now. They're giving you the green light to move forward. Let's go ahead and get your last card for everybody here. Let's go. Ooh. All right. Here it says the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless. 21 and 29, you're not helpless, your own savior. Self-confidence, 11 and 20, being afraid to take action, take responsibility of your life now. Now, that Eight of Swords is also definitely for 0 to 10, because 0 to 10 is in some way mentally trapped in something. And this is why I'm saying, like, y'all got this weird thing that's going on with you where you're kind of like, you got this good sense of self, right? And this self-esteem to some degree, right? But at the same time, that self-esteem is causing illusions, because you got to kind of bring yourself down a little bit to say, okay, what is it that I need to do to change? Because according to this, you're going to have to change. And some of you guys don't see that because, you know, you're kind of all up in the air a little bit. You know, done messed up your relationships, got mad too quickly, stuff like that. You gotta kind of bring it down a little bit. Okay. I love you guys so much. I do. All right. So hopefully I could come back later on to do the love readings. Today's a little lighter day for me. So maybe I'll be able to come back and it will be a love reading. It will be this type of reading, but all love with different decks. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.